Match day tonight at St James's Park. Newcastle United versus West Ham on a Monday night under the lights. This has to be a game Newcastle wins. I don't care how we play. I don't care what Newcastle does in the game. It's about walking out with 3 points now. If you'd asked me this question 2 weeks ago, I would have said Newcastle, hand on heart, will destroy West Ham here tonight at St James's Park. The issue being is that we just had an international break, and I'm hoping it hasn't killed Newcastle's momentum now, the amount of international stoppages we've had this season. And to be fair, in terms of my lifetime, probably our best ever international break in terms of players out in duty doing well. Newcastle have had so many players in international duty and all of them have done so well for themselves. But tonight, we are taking on what is going to be a desperate West Ham, but what a desperate team can be, can also be a dangerous team. And West Ham, yes, are towards the bottom end of the table, but they know if they can get anything tonight at St James's Park, it's a fantastic result for them, and they're going to throw everything at Newcastle. So it's important for us. I don't care if it's a 10 out of 10 game or a 1 out of 10 game for Newcastle. I just care about 3 points. Win tonight. Next week is Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, a game where Newcastle never ever wins. So that one is going to be a different story if Newcastle walk out of that game without 3 points. But tonight, it just has to be an easy one tonight. Tonight just has to be an easy one for us. But as long as Newcastle do well, it should be fine. West Ham, with all due respect to them, I think they'll comfortably stay up, but they're still not a good team. So Newcastle just need to do their job tonight, and I think we'll be okay. As always in my match day vlogs, this video is sponsored by Football Prize, and for once we have Jack.
We have a representative from Football Prize.
Yes, so it's a good opportunity. I'm all good, mate. Thank you so much. It's a good opportunity for me to say thank you for being a sponsor of our channel for 2 months now, and also a chance for you guys to actually see your face as well when you actually going on the link and checking out the Football Prizes. So this week it is a signed Rob Lee picture where it's up for the competition. So just to explain how the competitions work, Jack, for those who are watching.
Yeah, go on. So basically how it works is we're a competition site, UK's biggest online competition site for football. So any football memorabilia, we've pretty much got it. Obviously, Adam's just touched on the Newcastle Prize. This week it is a Rob Lee signed and LED framed, I believe it is, shirt. So it's the absolute box dollars, I'll be honest with you. How we work is you enter the competition, it's a raffle. So it's £3.95 a ticket, I believe. There's about 199, 299, 399, 499. Depends what the prize is, depends how many people enter it, and you buy as many tickets as you would like. There's instant wins on there, so you can win something instantly. We do a live stream on Facebook at the end of sort of each week, so each prize is usually 7 days, and you get to see who the winner is, and hopefully if you enter, it could possibly be you. So good luck if you do enter, and get yourself over to Football Prize. You see more of this ugly mug as well.
But appreciate it again, Jack. Thank you so much for being a sponsor of the channel, you guys. It will be down the link, the pinned comment, and also the link, so please do have a look for yourselves and make your mind up. But finally for me, Jack, I'd like to ask you for the score prediction. What do you think against West Ham?
Well, we just spoke off camera, and I think that West Ham are absolutely terrible at the moment. The rumours on the street are that Lopetegui's got 2 more games, today and Arsenal. Okay. I think today could be the penultimate nail in the coffin, and I am going to go for 4-1 Newcastle.
Ooh, okay.
Listen, you scored goals against Forest. You've had the international break. You said it might have jeopardised you a little bit. I'm hoping it hasn't, for you boys' sake. But I tell you what, I would love to score for West Ham, Somerville, because I'm a Leeds fan and I love Somerville. So if Somerville scores and you win, happy days.
I'm Paul Madison, and this is my mother, Valerie Madison.
Oh, it's lovely to meet a pair of you. So to start off, I mean, how long have you been going to Newcastle games for?
30 years.
Over 30 years, wow. I mean, you remember your first game?
The first game?
You remember?
Was it really little?
What about yourself? What was your first game? Wow.
I'll become a year as well, but I'd let my season ticket lapse under the summer holidays days.
Oh, wow.
My mother obviously hung on to hers. I'm back now helping my mother is after a year because the club have moved their seats because she was struggling to get into the seats.
Okay.
So we'd just like to say a massive thank you to Dion, especially in with the disabled team, who's helped allocate me mother a different seat. But the disabled team in the ticket office have been fantastic for me.
Oh, but it's brilliant to hear Newcastle United's been well here, and I'm hoping that you've been doing well as well. I know it's a bit cold at the minute, so I'll not keep you waiting too long. Yeah. But I like to say, enjoy the season of Newcastle, enjoy next few seasons with Newcastle, because I'm sure we're going to see Newcastle win something over the next couple of years. So let's make sure we're all doing well. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you, minds. And
Wembley a few times.
The 4 of them.
Okay.
My dad and his brother, and my mother, and my dad's wife used to go into all the games together.
Oh, well, that's lovely. Yeah, that's a pleasure.
They've all passed away now. There's just my mother left. With me. So she's got me to contend with that.
It's good. So make sure you keep yourself well, keep getting yourself to the games, and I promise you Newcastle will do well for you. So it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. It was lovely meeting you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome, mate.
I'm the Magpies here. I run a TikTok page here for Newcastle United team content.
You can see all dressed up for the occasion, taking on West Ham tonight. What are your thoughts going into this game?
Thoughts going into this game, I'm pretty confident. I said a 2-1 win. I don't want to be too snobby ahead of games just in case, but I think these that should have them today. I think Gordon will put in a good shift today as well.
Okay. Score prediction though.
2-1.
2-1, alright.
Aye, 2-1. I also heard about Callum Wilson before going in there. I think that brings us some confidence as well. I don't know whether you get a lot of game time, but even 10 minutes, at least we're starting to get our old players back.
It's a valid point actually. Of course, Wilson and Trippier on the bench according to the media. So, I mean, I think I can speak for everyone and say that we are glad that Wilson's back. Are you someone, before I go, are you someone that's, let's say now you can let Wilson go on a free in this summer, are you someone that will be accepted of that?
I heard something about him like skipping a Zoom call with the fans or something.
Oh, that would have been last season now.
And ever since that, I was sort of like off put. I don't know. Like I feel like if you're a player and the fans are doing all this for you, I feel like the least thing you can do is go on a Zoom call. I mean, I'd still like to keep him. I mean, he's been class for us. Obviously, he's had a lot of injuries, but I mean, you can't really pin the blame because you don't know. I mean, people are saying he's putting on it. I don't think he's putting on it. I think he's just gets injured a lot. I mean, he is injury prone, but when we do have him, he seems to be good, so I see him.
Just a little announcement as we head over to the stack now. So I've been asked to do stuff for Sky Sports scene today. So if you never actually watched that show on YouTube, basically it'll be some famous content creators. So what I thought today it'll be Willie versus Bazinga. So they'll do this stuff inside St James's Park. And outside the ground we'll have presenters, which will be Specs, and there'll be someone else. But interview fans and ask to do bits and bobs of the video. So I am doing bits for Sky Sports today. As always, I want to thank you guys for being an opportunity where I do get contacted by companies to potentially do stuff like that. And let's actually speak to Specs. Let's see what he thinks about the game today. That'll come out sometime during the week, by the way. So if you guys want to hear more about that, it'll be on Sky Sports YouTube channel, I would have thought. Just done some recording for Sky Sports scenes there. Lovely presenters here now. I'm going to ask you, what do you think about the game tonight, score prediction wise?
I'm going to go second.
Okay.
A humble 1-0 to West Ham.
1-0 West Ham. Okay.
I've said it.
4-0 to Newcastle.
Yes, he's back Newcastle. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I do love Jordan. Want to watch tonight, and I hope so. So
come on,
it's been a pleasure. Well, if you guys have actually seen my video at the Football Content Awards, we're here today, Jody Josh. There is something inside there for you, so I'd like you to.
Thank you very much.
This will be the first time you've seen it actually, so I'd like you to open it now and have your initial thoughts on it. It's all good, mate. You won it fair and square, so well done to you. There you go, look at that.
Stuff.
Silver Award, second place, best young content creator. Jody Josh has got themselves at the FC years, so
Brilliant.
I guess what's your thoughts towards the fans? Obviously it was 50% voting, so your audience had to vote for you in that category, so I guess you'll have a message for them.
Yes, I appreciate the fans. I'm going to be honest, I didn't quite get the 50% vote, 50% judges, but nevertheless, look, thank you very much for watching mine, Adam's content, all of our Newcastle United content creators. Really do appreciate it, and hopefully, I know Adam did make a video about it, but you'll see us too down there next year. Appreciate everyone.
Just about heading inside St James's Park now. I'm always quite wary on a match day because ever since I had the electronic tickets come in, the turnstiles half an hour before kick-off are a nightmare. So I get in early. It's quite cold as well. I know it's getting towards that winter stage now. I'm still surprised how quickly it's got cold in the UK. Then again, it's the UK, so should be expected to do that by now. But heading inside the stadium though, Newcastle taking on a team that we've got to smash at St James's Park. If Newcastle have got any Champions League aspirations or even European aspiration, we've got to destroy West Ham today, I feel like. But let's head inside now and let's hopefully pick up a major win. Just heading over to my seat now. One thing I will say, £5.90 turn up more an hour before kick-off. Salt and pepper chicken, curry chips, that is a 10 out of 10 footage squad review from me. So over there from the match day, you can obviously see that's going to be the Isak display. It's an interesting game for Isak as well, because he's done well, scored the last 4 games in a row. Wilson's back on the bench now. It's at the stage where Isak's got some competition, so as a striker, I feel that's what he's needing more than anything, because when you don't have competition, you can have a bad game in Isak's point of view and just start next week, because that was the thing, he had nothing behind him. But now that Wilson's back, Isak's done well over the last few weeks, but let's see, he drops a bit of a stink at him. He knows that Wilson might get back in, so I feel it's a great dynamic to have back. We just need cover for him, and we have cover now, so as long as Wilson, when he does start playing again, can stay fit, which I think we all know is not going to happen, but if Wilson can stay alright for a few months, get a bunch of goals on him, I still think he has a lot offered to the club, so let's see what Wilson can do if he does play today. Checking an offside goal against Isak. I thought that was offside, and it looks like they've given an offside, yeah. Yeah, it has. Yeah, good start, lads. First corner of the game, Thomas Suchek scored. That was absolute crap for us. I know, it's just a mark. Like, Newcastle conceded a set piece last game, conceded a set piece again.
First goal of the game goes to number 28, Thomas Suchek.
Basic on us.
Well, I set him up before they took it. They've got to be able to shoot it. There's nobody with that.
No way, man. We've had 2 shots and scored a goal. Really have missed chances. And I don't take the chances they got when West Ham took theirs. It's a solid again. How the hell are we 2-0 down?
Goal for number 29, Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Can't see this chicken Wan-Bissaka, man. Well, we were 2-0 down. We've missed all our chances. I can't believe we're 2-0 down. I lost for us. A big penalty appeal. I thought there was something in that, but yeah, it's about all of 5 since West Ham scored, so they're just taking the mick out of us here. Your technical was gone, man. Oh my days. There's literally no one left. Don't want to hear any excuses from that. Don't want to hear any excuses from that one, boys. That was disgusting. I mean, that talk about outside, but that second half was an absolute joke. What was that second half? No defending that one today. That was a horrible performance from Newcastle, and I'm going as far as to say I thought that second half from us was... I've got strong words to that second half, the best way of putting it out. But my first issue now, it's going to sound like I'm clutching at straws, but this is a problem that I felt like Newcastle had in the game now. We just weren't at it today. We weren't 100%. And one major criticism I have straight away, we've got to stop with these commercial breaks during the international break at the end of the season. Why are we flying out to Saudi Arabia last week? I mean, the only reason I can imagine we've done that, it's not an Eddie Howe decision, it's a club thing where every year they've got to go to Saudi Arabia, they've got to go to Dubai, they've got to go somewhere, and a commercial point of view for Saudi, for your Salah, just to go there almost show your faces. That was not beneficial for Eddie Howe and for Newcastle. Now, why are we jetting out to Saudi Arabia during international break where it's half the squad, and that half a squad that came back were crap? We were all crap today, and it might sound like I'm clutching at straws because it has nothing to do with the game in terms of that 90 minutes on the pitch, because it's still got to turn up and still got to play. But why are we jetting out to Saudi Arabia during the international break? That doesn't benefit anyone. It's just a stupid commercial revenue thing where it takes away from what we do on the pitch, because look at what Newcastle did in that pitch today. I mean, let's start. Our first few minutes were good. West Ham scored against the run of play. Thomas Souček, horrible goal for Newcastle to concede. Corner, we are crap on set pieces. How many times do we say this? Thomas Souček, probably the tallest player on the pitch, unmarked, gets across, front post, flicks at the back post. Nick Pope's got no chance. And Newcastle, against the run of play, just put your hands up and go, you know what? We conceded, let's get out there, let's get back into the game. Newcastle, to be fair, did get back into the game in the first half, had a lot of chances, but it was just one of them ones where we couldn't score a chance. We missed some setter today. And one player who was good in international duty, but he wasn't good today, and I don't think he's been great for Newcastle this season. Anthony Gordon had a massive chance for Newcastle in the first half. Shoots, Fabianski saves it, has to score. He's almost got the full goal. He's so that I'm still not the biggest fan of this season. He's got a contract extension, great, but since that extension, he hasn't done enough for me. I don't think he's done enough. He's not that golden boy in your team where you've got to look at someone that's going to score past every team in the Big Six like you did last year. Gordon just hasn't been there for me, and I don't think any of the attack was, to be honest. I don't know why I'm highlighting Gordon, because this sack scored a nice chip, was offside. After that, he was quiet. Jolit on the right hand side for me didn't work. I was a bit confused by Eddie Howe decided to do that, but he tried something different today, didn't work. Midfield didn't work. Joe Willock, I don't know if he got injured, I don't know what happened, but he had a bit of an issue. Was horrible after that issue. He was just poor. Second half though is inexcusable. That second half, I'm so annoyed at that second half. We come out, concede straight away again. Aaron Wan-Bissaka somehow scores. Good finish, to be fair, from him, but again comes out of nowhere. And Newcastle just gave up. We just gave up in the 50th minute. I mean, what was that? Look, it's almost minus degrees, yeah. A lot of good people spent hard money to come watch this match. You know, they worked their arses off all week. Monday night game at St James's Park. What do we do after going 2-0 down? We just gave up. There was just no intensity. There was no effort. It wasn't 100% at all. I thought the subs when they came on, Murphy, oh my God, we're talking about Murphy, because honestly, every cross, underhit, overhit, underhit, overhit, went towards none of our players. It went nowhere near our players. It was just crap. It was desperate play, and it was awful from Newcastle. And that West Ham team was just ticky-taka, just playing the ball around like prime Barcelona. That was a struggling West Ham team that was been struggling all season long, had a horrible away form, came to St James's Park. They made it look so simple in that second half, and that's almost not to discredit them, because they've done a good job. The fans obviously travelled a lot of distance on the Monday night, and they gave it all. But West Ham, crap. West Ham that was a poor West Ham team that came at St James's Park, and they found that so easy. That's because of how bad we were and all these shenanigans that we're doing during the international break, and what happened during the game today, because that was just a poor performance. It was just a poor performance. There's nothing else I can say. And because of Tottenham's major win of Manchester City, that was a big game for Newcastle. We need to win there to stay amongst the top 7, top 8. Now we take on Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park on Saturday, a ground that we are always crap at. Going there in the worst possible shape. I mean, that international break, we were so good. Win against Chelsea, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, 3 games in a row, and we come back and play like that. It's not good enough for me. It's far too inconsistent this season. I defended the club, had a few very good games. It's just constant up and down. We've got to be more consistent. In terms of problems I feel like Newcastle have now, I can't believe I'm saying this, but wow, we missed Dan Burn today. Lloyd Kelly I thought was awful today. It just didn't work at all. There was no any other game. Thought West Ham attackers had far too much space on the ball. When you look at the stats in Newcastle, one problem I think we have is that we have an aging squad. We have one of the oldest squads in the Premier League. A lot of our players we've had for a decent amount of time now. Fabian Shaw, for me, far too inconsistent, probably past it, to be honest. And I hear Newcastle fans come out and tell me that we don't need Mark Gay in the next transfer window. We need to invest in other areas, yes, but we 100% need Mark Gay. Of course we do. Young centre-half, up and coming. for me, slots in ahead of Fabian Shaw. He is the Fabian Shaw replacement of this football team, in my opinion. When Botman's back, he goes straight in. It'll be him and Mark Gay if we do sign him. But we 100% need a player like him. He's so much better than what we have at the minute. And I still can't believe some people wouldn't take him, because I certainly would. I feel like that was a problem today. But forget about the defence. In front of goal, we were awful as well. We most definitely need tackling players. It's good to see Wilson back. Again, Norris is an injury prone player. We know he's going to get injured. And speaking of the aging squad before, again, guys played for Newcastle for loads of years now. We're depending on players that have done well for us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. The problem is now, in the Premier League especially, you've got to turn over every 3 or so years. We can't rely on players that we've had for so many years now. We've got to constantly change the squad. Even the Manchester City team, look at them. When Rodgers got injured, again, got an oldest squads in the Premier League, relying on like Kyle Walker, and they got cooked against Tottenham. We got cooked every 2-3 years. We've got to constantly switch players around. That's how hard this league is, and that's a problem Newcastle has to face. So, yeah, in terms of today, awful, absolutely awful. I'm not even going to get into it anymore. It was the worst I've seen all season long for Newcastle, and we deserved nothing today. We deserved absolutely nothing from that match today. We've got to do so much better against Crystal Palace at the weekend. We've got a chance of getting anything, and then Liverpool's your next home game, who is, oh god, I'm dreading the Liverpool home game. But today, here and now, awful. I'm so annoyed about that one.